Welcome back, Fire Emblem 12, Lunatic-Reverse 0% Growth, Chapter 8. You may recall from my Hard 3 run that I had Aaron as a sniper chase down a thief who's running away with a star shard. But I'm going to go ahead and promote the avatar here to do that job instead for a few reasons. First, I need her promoted anyway for Chapter 11. Second, we keep building up those juicy support bonds. And third, promoting actually doesn't get her to A rank bows like it did in my Hard 3 run, which is shocking to me because I feel like I've used her way more in this run than I did in that one. But nevertheless, she needs a little bit of work to get A rank for Parthia in Chapter 11, so here we go. On Hard 3, I cleared this map in 5 turns with a rescue, but I figured out a 6-turn clear without a rescue, so that's absolutely what I'm doing instead. Now the benefit of going 1 turn slower is right here in this first turn, where we don't need to pull a recruitable Armor Knight named Roger right away like I did in the 5-turn clear. We're going to get Marth to the village right away, though, to recruit Bantu, and that is the last time you will hear his name. Our Thief Chaser avatar needs a barrier buff to deal with a mage later on, and it nicely gets Yumina up to B rank staffs. Notice that the avatar cannot attack the thief this turn, otherwise she'd be in range of a group of heroes waiting in the south. We have to fight some paladins on enemy phase. The first one has a sword, and Pala has a pretty good chance of missing both hits with her axe, so we're going to draw him to Hero Aaron instead. The second paladin has a lance though, so Pala 2-hit KOs him pretty comfortably. Now this last paladin has a killer lance, but he also has a javelin. So with clever use of the 2% crit rule, with Sirius' low luck, we avoid the killer lance completely by baiting out the javelin at range. Very cool. Fina's going to help Marth on his way, but only a little bit so he can get danced again next turn. Yumina heals up Aaron for some more chip damage, while Pala 2-hit KOs again with her steel axe. Everybody else is going to follow up Aaron for what is probably the most pathetic kill in this entire playthrough. Although Catria does get to B rank lances. But yeah, including enemy phase, it takes 5 total rounds of combat to kill this one paladin, which is even worse than the boss kill in Chapter 4. Now you might be wondering why Wendell is a sorcerer. The answer is that this map is the same, whether he's sage or sorcerer, and he looks a lot cooler this way. Kane is a new unit we got at the start of this map. He stinks, he's just moving items around. Gordon is here as a cavalier to recruit the boss of the map later on. Now the avatar gets a big chunk in on the thief, and you can see why we need to kill at range. 33 total attack with the reversal mechanic in play is a death sentence unless you one-round this guy, and no one can do that except Pala. She's very busy right now. Sita pulls in Roger and doesn't really hurt him with her Iron Lance. I could have just removed her weapon entirely, but I was trying to get to B rank lances. Now this mage is smart enough to attack our sniper at 1 range, and this is why the barrier buff was needed. The thief will escape next turn, so the avatar finishes him off right now, and we get the Leo Shard, which gives +2 strength when held. We'll Convoy warp that back to Marth. Yumina throws down a Physic to keep the avatar alive, and hits level 10. Very nice. Marth gets Dance extended to hand off the Leo Shard, and Sita recruits Roger. This mage is being a real jerk, but due to the sniper's higher movement, the mage is forced to attack at range this time, and the avatar hits A rank bows. Fantastic. The Cavaliers decide to go for our main forces up the middle rather than chasing the avatar, and that's kind of annoying, but the avatar can just hide outside the mage's range now, and we'll wall off as far away as we can for the incoming Cavaliers. Our Draco Knights are getting ready to attack the castle, while Gordon and Marth are in position in these miraculous little islands of safety. Marth dropped a save, but it's just to prevent shenanigans. That Kane was going to get a low % crit and ruin everything. We actually don't need any crits this time. Marth and Gordon are able to slip past the generals, and our Draco Knights get to work. Pala overkills slightly, but that sniper had a 40% chance to roll higher defense, in which case Taurus alone wouldn't have been enough. Catria is able to use the Silver Lance from hitting B rank, which isn't exactly necessary, but it lets Sirius use the Steel Lance instead of the Silver Lance, and since he's going to pull a general and have to waste a use on enemy phase, it saves us wasting a Silver Lance use because he could use Steel instead. Now I highlighted this mage's range. This guy is going to destroy people, which is why I set up the wall as far back as I could, and again this turn we're going to position another tile back to avoid this guy. Kane and Aaron both have low enough luck for the 2% crit rule against these Cavaliers, so we can very comfortably leave Wendell with double exposure, and he'll be fine. Now the Avatar can't outrun the mage at the edge of the map here, but with the Vulnerary from last turn and a new one this turn, she's all good without needing another physic. Sirius pulls in the generals, like I was saying, and the 2% crit rule works as expected. I get some extra staff rank on Wendell here, which is nice, but it also allows Aaron to go get C rank swords as a hero. And that never ends up being used, but it was a good thought at the time. By handing our best shards over to Sita, she's able to make her most useful contribution of the whole run, which is to obliterate this general with double Wing Spear effective damage. Not even Pala can do that much damage right now, so this is an excellent move by Sita, and Sirius cleans up the kill from range to get our first arm scroll. Very nice. Now Gordon is able to recruit the boss for lore reasons, and Marth seizes for a 6-turn clear. One more than my hard 3 run, but we save the rescue, so that's absolutely worth it. Thanks for watching.